Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala. Today I am doing another lipstick video, a lipstick focus on another bright lip, and the lipstick for today is this beautiful Lisa Eldridge Velvet lipstick in the color Velvet Cinnabar, and it's just a color that flatters golden olive skin tones for sure. And if you want to see how I got the rest of the makeup look, what products I used, please keep watching. To start this look, I'm going to use this Merit Great Skin serum as my primer. And I will go in with the Hourglass skin tint as the foundation. I've definitely been missing that. That stuff is so amazing. Oh my goodness. I love this every time. I feel like when you find a product that just works for your needs, it means everything. It may not be the best thing out there in the world, but if it works for you, that really is all that matters. This is the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint in the shade 3. And I just use my fingers and spread it around like a lotion. I'm noticing that it's definitely giving more of a sheer coverage because I used that serum underneath this tinted serum. So if you don't use a serum underneath, when I go in straight with just this Hourglass Veil skin tint, it does give a bit more coverage, but the reason I love it is because it is so light coverage. I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury concealer. It's in the shade 1. I mean, it's probably too bright, but just kind of sheer it out with a sponge. I'm just trying to use it up because of the color. Like it's not a bad concealer, but it's not my favorite, so I'm just using it. If you want that like really nice bright under eye, then that one's really good. And again, my sponge is dry, so it just disperses really nicely. And it doesn't end up being too bright, that concealer. Just initially it looks that way. I'll do my brows next with this L'Oreal Brow Stylist pencil in the color Dark Brunette. I wish they had a brow powder pencil so that I can still do the same method, which I like this method. And the one that I had before was the Milk brow powder pencil, but it didn't really act like a powder pencil. It was very intense. The lightest shade was very intense. So I don't know why, if a powder is supposed to be like, you know, the softer version of a cream effect, then it wasn't doing that. It was pretty intense. So I don't know whose brows it's for exactly. I mean, yes, an intense brows for some people, I suppose. And that is it. I have this little mini Huda Beauty powder in that new color, the Cherry Blossom Cake. Actually, I don't know if that's the new color. No, it probably isn't. But it's just a little cherry blossom powder. So I'm going to try this out. This little mini is so small and so cute. Just trying to get some into the cap. This is the first time that I will be trying a pink powder. I'll do part of the face and then I'm going to see what difference it made. So it mattified half the face, and I don't think it brightened anything up. If anything, it just mattified it and left it as is, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about that, but it's not a brightening powder on me. The purple powders are kind of a weird idea going around right now, because it's what, the next color that's supposed to be brightening, and yet it looks like a clown. So that that is such a weird. And then next it'll be blue. I mean, just wait. Next it'll be the blue powders that are brightening your under eyes, just to make you look even more like a clown, just so they can sell more stuff to us. I don't understand the trends and where they're going like that. That's crazy. The pink is like, you know, at least it's somewhat skin tone color, and like the golden ones and the peach ones, those like 3 that maybe hit all the skin tones, but I'd say they probably don't hit all the skin tones as is. For the bronzer, I am using the RMS Beauty in Tan Lines. This is one of my favorite bronzer brushes by BK Beauty 107. The reason I'm going in with the bronzer today and not my blush first is because my blush today is a bit of a rosy bronze color, so it will actually look really nice mixed in together. Normally I do like to put my blush first so you can see the pure color of the blush, and then the bronzer right over that. Kind of looks like it's trying to stick right there. But besides that, this is a really pretty color. So far, everything looks really, really nice. For the blush, I'm using my favorite. It's not a blush, but it's a highlight. And I think it's supposed to be a deeper skin highlighter, which is why it's my favorite. It's called Maldives by Nars, and it's a highlighter. And just look at that color. It just is the perfect nude blush on me, on the olive skin tone. And it adds like that, basically the blush contour that I've mentioned before. There's just some colors that just sit beautifully, and you wonder why. What is it about that particular color that sits so well? I'll use just a little bit of my powder foundation to blend the edges. And this, because it's a highlighter, it's absolutely my favorite as a blush. It just brings the cheeks to life. And anytime I look for blushes, like new blushes that are coming out, I always compare them to this color, this Maldives color. It's my absolute favorite, and I guess it's pretty close to, I'll show you. So this is RMS in the color Maiden's Blush. There it is. And then this is Maldives. So it's kind of in the same family, but I love how subtle this is. So on fair skin, you can't overdo it. Whereas with this, you have to use a fluffier brush just to not get that intense of a color. See, you just can't overdo it. I just layered it, and it's the perfect, it stops at the perfect depth of color for me, of shade. I'm going to do my lips next. I'm using Makeup by Mario in Milk Chocolate. So glad I found this brown lip liner to go underneath certain bright lipsticks. So the bold lip for today is by Lisa Eldridge in the color Velvet Cinnabar. And this is one of my favorites. And thankfully it's not broken in the component here. And it's just this beautiful brick red. I love the way this lipstick looks every single time because there is a bit of yellow in the color, in the undertones. And so it looks really pretty every time I use it. It's one of my favorite shades. And now on to the eyes. I wanted to use a pretty neutral palette today. So I'm going in with M Cosmetics in the shade Divine Skies Da Vinci. So this is the Da Vinci palette. I just mixed this color and this color and then tapped off the extra. I'm going to use a smaller brush just to do the lower lash line. I like these earthy tone type of colors, these neutral browns, and again that highlighter Maldives. I cannot get enough of it. I already have a backup because you just never know. It seems like all those unique colors out there that you fall in love with, they're the ones that get discontinued, and I don't know why. Can't imagine the minds of the makeup companies, of course. And then I might just do a little bit of this dark shade just to create a little bit more depth here in the crease. Give it a bit of a moodier, mysterious look. And even though it's, you know, more on the smoky-eyed side, it's still, I would still classify it as a wearable look. I used to follow certain people on YouTube. I don't any longer, only because I feel like some channels, the bigger they get, the less authentic and genuine that they are, because then they start getting all kinds of PR, and then what they say, I don't quite trust what they say anymore, because then, you know, everything is so great, everything is so perfect, and it's just not really authentic. And then weeks later, they'll go back and say, well, it wasn't that great. Well, how many people were already influenced to buy those things? Like, I don't like that. That's kind of dangerous and reckless living, is when you're saying something to promote certain things that in the 2 seconds that you've owned a product, that you're already recommending it and giving it high praises, and then a bunch of people fall for it and then they will buy it. And yeah, we all know that makeup is expensive, so it should be worth every penny that you buy. And so the products that I have, I will always say exactly what I believe about it. Sorry, I've just been working a lot on that side, because that's usually the side that's like the most uneven for some reason. I'm going to just top off the look with this gold shade right here at the top. It's just so unique. It gives almost like that bronzy, rustic metal, like an ancient metal from the old paintings. That's why it's called Da Vinci, is it gives like those old vibes. It's just so pretty. Yeah, it's interesting. think the eye color is really interesting. Yeah, ignore what appears to be a patchy look there. And for eyeliner, I am using a black liquid eyeliner. I think this one's like almost used up. It's just one by Tarte. You can just use really any black liquid liners or other type of liners. And then as the final touch to the eye look, I'm going to just be using my mascara, which is the Give Beauty, which is still on sale. It's been on sale on the Sephora site for months. I don't know what is going on with Give Beauty. I mean, I feel like it was barely there and all its stuff is on sale. It's like half off or whatever. As the final touch, I'm going to use my Porefessional Super Setter. I don't always use my setting spray. I only use it if like I know I'm going to have a long day and I need the makeup to stay put. Otherwise, if it's not in dire straits where it needs to stay put all day long, then I don't mind as well. I don't mind as much if it kind of fades away naturally. And this is the finished look for today. I hope you guys liked it. This is another one of my Bold Lips series, and the lipstick for today is the Velvet Cinnabar by Lisa Eldridge. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful color. It's so pretty, my goodness. And I feel like in person it's so much prettier because this look looks a little bit more kind of darker, and it enhances the features, creates a bit more shadow and depth on the face, and it's just so pretty. And this color is really beautiful, even though it's in the velvet formula, which is not my favorite, but I can overlook it until I use up the lipstick. I will tolerate the velvet, the dry matte feeling. I feel like everything came together really, really nicely in this little mini painting, as I call my daily makeup looks. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did and enjoyed the products that I use. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to have you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.